Welcome. Today we are looking at task 2, and in task 2 you have 2 tasks. You can choose either the one in number 1 or number 2. So I'm going now to look at the first. If you choose number 1, this is what you're supposed to do. So you don't do both, just choose one. So the first one is the one that I'm going to look at right now. So here what you're told to do is you must write a composition about reversing climate change in your community. The writing assignment is worth 20 marks. Your essay must be at least 350 words long. First, you will write, revise, and edit a draft. Next, you will write a clean final copy. Then you must hand it in for teacher feedback. So that is where you're supposed to write up to when you're at home, or if you're in school. After that, now after you hand it in for teacher feedback, the teacher is going to give you feedback. So after the feedback, you will fix your work using your teacher's advice. Finally, you must save all your drafts in an assessment portfolio. What do we mean? Here, what is required of you is you research on climate change if you don't know about climate change. And when you research, it is good also you keep that material that you've researched on. Now that material is supposed, because now you have knowledge, is supposed to help you to write an essay. The essay which is 350 words. So you are going to write the first one. When you write the first draft, don't throw it away, because you're supposed to keep that evidence in your portfolio. So you write it. Now you're alone. You write it, you revise it, and then you edit the draft. This, you can write it. When you're writing it, you can use the digital devices, or you can write by hand. And you revise it, and then you edit. It's your choice. And it also depends with your school. After now you write the draft, you're supposed now to write another what? Clean copy. So here, remember, you cannot throw away the draft, because I told you you're supposed to keep it in the what? The portfolio, to show that that is your work. So now from the draft that you've made, you make a clean final copy that you're going to now give to your teacher, because this final copy is supposed to be handed in for feedback from your teacher. So after that final copy gets to your teacher, your English teacher, you'll get feedback. Basically, that is with some corrections. You will now, after getting the feedback, you will fix the essay again. So you'll have another new copy from the corrections, or from the feedback from your teacher. Those are the corrections now, because you've gotten the feedback. So when you hand it in for feedback, that copy that you get, which is fixed by the teacher, you're not supposed also to throw it away. You're supposed to keep it in your what? Portfolio. So now from your teacher's feedback, you make the corrections. And then the final copy that you make is now, we have another final now after your teacher's what? feedback. You also put it in the what? Portfolio. Here is a simple structure and a list of easy community action ideas to help you write your composition. So we have the AC outline structure. So number one, you have the introduction. This is whereby you define climate change simply. You can also state the local actions which can make a big difference. So we have paragraph 1 in the body, because we usually have introduction and then we go to body. Body is the first paragraph, which is your second paragraph in your work. You talk about waste management. You talk about reducing trash in your neighborhood. You explain how recycling and composting help. Then we go to paragraph 2 of your body, which is paragraph 3 of your composition. So you talk about energy and green spaces. So you discuss saving electricity at home and school, and you explain the benefits of planting trees locally. Then we go to paragraph 3 of your body, which is paragraph 4 of your composition. Here we talk about awareness and education. You describe teaching others about the environment. You suggest organizing community cleanup days. And then the last paragraph, which is your conclusion, you summarize your main points and you end with a motivating final thoughts. So some of the brainstorming ideas are planting local trees, that is, trees absorb carbon dioxide and clean air. Starting a community garden, that is, growing food locally cuts down on transportation pollution. Organizing cleanup days, that is, you pick up litter, or picking up litter prevents pollution in local waterways. Setting up recycling bins, that is, your correct sorting keeps reusable plastics out of landfills. Starting a compost pile, that is, composting food scraps, reducing harmful methane gas. We also have creating a bike to school group, which is walking or cycling lowers car exhaust emissions. And then we have hosting swap meets, that is, whereby you share old clothes or books, reducing factory waste. Reversing local climate change. Climate change is a massive problem affecting the entire world today. We can see its bad effects through extreme weather, long droughts, and rising temperatures. While big governments and global industries must do their part, normal citizens also hold a lot of power. Communities can work together to implement simple, local solutions that protect nature. By focusing on 3 main areas: reducing trash, planting trees, and using clean energy, our neighborhoods can help fix the planet. To start, the easiest place to make a difference is with our household garbage. When organic wastes like food scraps sits in regular trash dumps, it erodes and releases harmful gases into the atmosphere. Communities can fix this by setting up a local composting program. Neighbors can collect food scraps and turn them into rich soil for community gardens. On top of that, setting up regular recycling projects for plastic, paper, and glass stops people from throwing away useful materials. This simple shift keeps our neighborhood clean and cuts down on pollution. Moving from waste management to nature planting, more trees is another excellent community strategy. Trees act like natural vacuums because they breathe in bad carbon gases and breathe out clean oxygen. Communities can organize fun weekend tree planting events in empty lots of local schoolyards. Adding more green spaces cools down hot neighborhood streets during summer. These green areas also give local birds and insects a safe place to live, which keeps the local environment healthy. Finally, we can protect the planet by changing how we travel and use electricity. Cars and trucks burn fossil fuels, which creates a lot of air pollution. Neighborhoods can reduce this by changing how they commute. setting up couples for school or work, and creating safer paths for walking and biking helps a lot. Additionally, neighbors can team up to buy solar panels at a cheaper group price. Teaching each other simple habits like turning off lights when leaving a room also saves a massive amount of power grid energy over time. In conclusion, fixing climate change does not require millions of dollars. It requires teamwork. By recycling our trash, planting green trees, and saving energy together, a single neighborhood can make a huge impact. These actions prove that global healing starts right in our own backyards. Did you understand? Kindly let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know what video I can look at tomorrow. Thanks a lot for subscribing and listening to me. God bless you.